You okay, Ryuki?
All right, let's keep going. Next question. In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability?
In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability? If you know the answer, spit it out. Just press the button already. You see that button on the table, right? Push it and you get to answer the question. What? You're joking, right? What are you talking about?
That's the answer button for the quiz. Why don't you press it?
Tama. You mean this button?
Yeah. You'd better hurry, or the other teams are gonna answer before you.
There we go! Team Popo was the quickest. And your answer is? Sorry, Steve.
That's coming out of your paycheck, Ryuki.
What?
Okay, Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings?
What?
No, not you, Mr. Ryuki.
This question is for that person on the other side.
Who was that?
The questions in this quiz aren't aimed at you, Ryuki. They're for you, on the other side.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, and Team Popo presses the button. You must be ready to answer. But before you do, I want you to take this question very seriously. The new Cyclops serial killings, the incident in which many victims got their eye gouged out and murdered. Are you or are you not familiar with it?
This can determine if we can dig into the details of that incident in the coming 6 days.
In other words, we're asking if we can give you spoilers for the first game.
But don't worry. Even if you don't know anything about it, it won't affect how you progress through this game.
The Cyclops serial killings and what you're about to experience, they have nothing to do with each other. Promise.
So please, just tell me honestly. Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings? Are you sure? Don't be lying now. Let's give you a simple test, just to make sure. The one who resolved the new Cyclops serial killings was Kaname Date of Abyss. On the final day of that investigation, someone was shot in the leg by the culprit. Who was that someone? No need to give me their last name, first name only. Sorry. Are you sure you really? Well, even if you didn't, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
It has no effect on how you progress through this game.
It won't spoil the fun either, so don't worry.
Oh, did you hear that sound? That means the next question will be the last. Are you ready? A precognitive dream is a dream that lets you see the future. But these precognitive dreams,
Are they really? Truly? Real?
It can't be.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Be careful, Mizuki. I've detected a biological response. 3 o'clock, distance of 315 feet, in the middle row of seats.
Iva, zoom in. Night vision mode.
Roger that.
Use the X-ray next.
Understood.
Found you. Who is that?
Identity unknown. Judging from their figure, they appear to be female.
So she's jealous, huh? I bet that's it. Why else would another girl target me?
You can't think of any other reason?
Well, sure, but I'm really cute, you know? That's why other girls don't like me much.
I am fairly certain that has more to do with your... Mizuki, load Evolver with a stun grenade round. You should be able to knock your opponent unconscious by detonating it near them.
Got it. Okay, it's ready.
I will display the aiming reticle. Take aim and pull the trigger.
On it. What's with this girl? Where did she go now?
Detecting the target's footsteps. They seem to be heading toward the stadium exit.
Ugh, can't let them get away.
Mizuki, wait. Even you won't be able to catch up to them. More importantly...
There's something there.
Yes.
Hey, that's...
You recognize him?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'll never forget. It's... the left half of his body. His name is Jin Furue. I remember it clearly. 6 years ago, at Studio Deraita. The right half of his body.
Ryuki, what's wrong? Pull yourself together.
Boss, where am I?
Don't tell me you were sleeping. Who falls asleep in the middle of a live stream?
Mr. Ryuki, you're working under Boss, right? Boss, have you been giving him vacation time?
She's probably working him to the bone on his off hours, too.
I resent that. That is not true. I just have him scrape the stratum corneum off my heels every once in a while. Hey, Ryuki. Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now that Mr. Ryuki is away, let's get back to it, shall we? Here we go, next question. Which Taoist symbol, shaped like interlocking black and white commas, represents the origin of all things?
What the? A blackout?
What are you standing around for? Get the lights!
Yeah, I'm on it.
Of course. Not.
What? Why not?
Because you're only 18, Mizuki. You're still a student at Sekiba High.
But I barely even go now. I graduate in a month. I hardly have any classes left.
The point is, you're still a student.
Then why did you let me join Abyss?
Because I thought you had potential as a
I assume your gargantuan strength and combat ability were a factor as well.
But you're basically still an intern. You've only been training for about a month. It's way too early to put you in the field.
Weird though, isn't it? He got killed 6 years ago. But the body shows up now? Oh, no. I just started investigating, really. Nah. The lining has heating wires in it, so I'm warm. Oh, thank you for the concern, though.
Would you like to check the corpse with X-ray mode?
Yeah. It's unlikely, but maybe the right half of the body is buried in the ground.
You could simply flip the body over.
No way. I don't want to see that cut. Especially not down there.
In that case, how's this?
Thanks. I see now. That body is definitely just the left half.
I've finished gathering DNA samples. It's being sent to forensics now. I'm sure the results will be out shortly. Of course, ma'am. It's Jin Furroway. I don't think there's anyone in our generation who wouldn't recognize him. He was famous until he passed away. Well, even after he died.
And 6 years ago, I was part of that investigation too.
Were you at the studio by any chance?
You don't remember? We did talk for a bit.
Sorry, don't remember. You don't leave much of an impression. In a good way.
In a good way?
What? You really don't know? I'm Detective Ushidera. I don't even have to ask about you. You're Mizuki Okiura, 18 years old. A high schooler attending Sekiba High. Ah, but Okiura, you were at the studio when the other half of the corpse was found.
So I take it you were there too?
Yeah. Back then I was on the investigation team. Though you were 12 at the time, so I can't blame you for not remembering me. I heard you became a special agent at Abyss. That boss lady got her claws in you, huh? This little girl gets hired as an investigator. Huh. Guess they'll take anyone they can get. Times sure have changed.
Abyss is a particularly special organization. Mizuki was hired via what might be referred to as extra-legal measures.
Why? What is it?
Well, I was just wondering if he contacted you or anything.
I would have let you know right away if he did. Date was caught in that explosion 6 years ago.
And has been missing ever since. Date's body was never recovered from the scene. Don't worry. I am positive it would take more than that to kill Kaname Date. I am certain he's at the Hot Springs District in Atami or someplace, spending his—
If he is, I'd go down there and drown him in that boiling water myself.
It's snowing, but it hasn't piled up yet.
Yeah.
By the way, Mizuki, there is something that has been bothering me.
What's this?
This is the field before law enforcement arrived. Notice anything peculiar?
No, nothing in particular.
The turf runs a considerable distance and is wet from the snow. If someone were to step on it, they would leave a trace. However,
there aren't any footprints.
Indeed.
Then how did the body...
Unknown. Perhaps they descended from the sky, or rose up from the ground. Or they teleported here.
Teleported?
I was joking. Do not take it seriously.
You do know I'm the commander of Abyss, right?
Right, but that's why I'm asking. Isn't it a bit weird for you to be at a crime scene in person?
This case is special. I saw it too, 6 years ago. The other half of the corpse.
At Studio Devita.
And the HB case is still open, even after all this time. The reputation of the whole department hangs on this case.
By HB case, she is referring to the half-body serial killings. So named because the victims' bodies were cut in two. The culprit is known as Terror. Their identity is unknown. 6 years have passed since Terror first made themselves known, but we have yet to find